All right, everyone. Sorry, I had to step out for a second, and it wasn't scheduled. Speaking of not scheduled, this stream also wasn't scheduled because I didn't think we were gonna have a stream tonight. So it's all good. It'll come. Can you hear me now? Can you see me now? Yeah, I'm here. Something just notified me. Okay. Sorry, I'm still getting set up. Like I said, I wasn't planning on having a stream tonight. Obviously, we are because I'm here. But yeah, welcome everyone. Glad you're here. Glad to have you. Is my audio good? Audio good? I'm put this out for everyone. 5'9", got it. All right. So, Gut's a little upset. Might have to step away again. So that being said, we're not having the kids this weekend. Been doing a lot of stuff with the wife. If you want to go see Oppenheimer, wait till it comes out on streaming. We were not impressed. Yeah. It was, we went and saw Oppenheimer this morning, matinee pricing. Was not that great. You want to hear my thoughts of it? They put a love story for the sake of a love story. Honestly, they did. They put a love story in it for the sake of a love story, and they didn't need it. We had an hour of the film that could have been cut out and made the film better. So, but as far as the historical aspects, like recruiting Oppenheimer, the Manhattan Project, all that stuff, that was the best part of the movie. The love story, which it looks like they forced in there, was pointless. It was like a 3-hour movie, and yeah, they could have cut a lot out. That being said, a lot of big name actors and actresses in it. So, yeah. So as far as the historical aspects of it, like Manhattan Project and stuff, they were on point. Everything with what you can find and research and study. Other stuff, like I said. Sorry, I'm still trying to get stuff going. They're loaded up here. Like our outro. I'm trying to find that. Yeah, I think you're right, Chris. I think they're just trying to win something. Which is, it's dumb. It really is. So, I did add a SSD to the computer. And that kind of has screwed up some of my organization. If that makes any sense. But, like, I can't find my outro right now. We might not have an outro today, guys. But what did Roger say? Well, and here's the thing, Roger. I do believe in the strike and what's going on, because what's going on is the names that are putting out, like the producing companies and stuff, are screwing the people that are creating the content. So I do agree that, with the strike, I do agree with the actors and writers strike, because even though they make more money than we do, they're still not making what they probably should for what they're producing. And the company that they're working for is taking a bigger cut and not sharing the love. Imagine that. Imagine that, a big company taking a bigger cut and not sharing the love with the working people. And I'm not saying, I would be perfectly happy with some of these actors and writers' incomes. I would be very happy with that. That being said, if I was in their shoes, I think I'd want more compensation. So I can empathize with them. Didn't get out and play radio. If you are part of our supporters over at Buy Me a Coffee, I just posted a new message. Want to compile a POTA list for parks around Iowa that you guys would like to see me at. So, yeah, I would like to do that. Hawthorne Lake, Roger is on the list. Roger said this weekend we should do Hawthorne Lake, and I was going to do that today. But it got really, really warm again in Iowa. And I'm partial to heat exhaustion, so unless I get there really early, I'm not going to get the park activated before. It's too uncomfortable for me. I've got a history of heat exhaustion, so anytime they talk over 90 degrees for highs, I'm backpedaling pretty hard. So another thing we got going on is we're trying to update the computer. Like I said, I got an SSD in it right now. Thanks to Jason, KD0MUB. He let me borrow an SSD. Got to get a new GPU for it. I really didn't have much of a topic tonight. I literally, guys, like 10 minutes ago, I literally looked at the wife. I'm like, hey, I know I wasn't planning on stream tonight, but like 10 minutes before the stream started, like I started the stream. I'm like, I wasn't planning on streaming tonight, but I could still get a stream up and going. She's like, yeah, I'll watch a Let's Play. Go ahead. So we're really ad-libbing for the sake of ad-libbing tonight. We are having a stream for the sake of having a stream because, hey, it happened to work out. So, we are planning, and we can get some financial stuff to work out. Next summer is going to be a better summer for radio. So, we're going to kind of go into the behind the scenes. I guess you could say this is going to be more or less a vlog type live stream, a vlog stream. But I guess I'm going to go into this route. So long-term, if short-term goals right now is someone mind bound. Sweet. Can't wait to hear about it, Chris. We have credit card debt we need to get rid of. Once we get rid of credit card debt, we can start looking at doing financing. I'm going to get to banker jargon going right now. Right now, our debt to income rate is too offset to where if we wanted to do something like KB9VBR does, and like go camping at a different park, which is something we legitimately have talked about doing and something we would like to do, we can't afford financing for a camper pop-up or anything. So, because our DTI is way too high right now, our debt to income. I say this knowing what our debt to income is and me now working at a bank. And I can tell you, if someone came to me with our debt to income, I wouldn't approve them for a dinner out. So it's pretty bad. So we need to get that debt to income a lot better fixed. We need to get those credit cards paid down. We have one unsecured loan that we need to take care of. And we plan on knocking that out at least in half, if not completely gone, in the next 18 months. A lot of that depends on performance bonuses and income and surprise income that we don't have, but it's there. Then we do want to finance a small camper, um, either a small travel trailer or a pop up. We're kind of playing with the ideas of both. We're both avid tent campers growing up, but us getting older and our backs cracking a little bit harder, a pop up is going to be as close as we come to tent camping, I think, anymore. So I do have a hammock. I am going to play with that a little bit as temperatures cool down, hang it up in the backyard, and see if hammock camping could be in my future for some small outings where the family doesn't want to come. So, but I just got to get a night. I just got to get a night out into it to know if that's going to be too feasible. And that's already purchased. That's all this stuff right here. So, and if that hammock works out fine, then like outings like going out to Wisconsin or small outings with just me and maybe some other ham radio guys, that becomes more of a possibility, a lot more feasible. So, but the goal is we want to eliminate that debt so that way we're eligible for financing. Our house has to take a priority. We lost a window. We need a new front door. That being said, if we can get some of this stuff going, we got to get rid of the debt. That's the first thing. Then we can look at like cheap campers. Then we can, as soon as we get the cheap camper, I already have a truck. So we can pull the cheap camper or the pop-up. And then we can start hitting up state parks, a different state park every weekend. Or, we take, a long week. We take a vacation and take a week off and just hit parks. We've talked about doing that where, we do a night in a new park every night. So like we take a week off and it's like 7 days, 6 nights, and every night is in a new park. That's been serious conversation because the wife likes to travel around. I do too. And what do you think I'm going to be doing if I'm pulling a camper or a travel trailer? If I'm going to a state park, if I'm going to a park to camp, I'm going to a POTA entity. And I'm going to do a POTA activation. Now, am I going to be on for like 4 hours? Probably not. I'm going to set up the radio. I'm going to, activate for an hour, maybe 2, shut down, enjoy time with the wife and the kids. And then the next park, same deal. It's just been one of those things. But that is serious talk. If we can make it work, next year Huntsville is very on the radar. I want to go to Huntsville or Dayton, Huntsville being the priority. So, but this all revolves around eliminating debt. And I'm not sitting here going to beg for money. You guys know how you can support me. And if you don't, it's in the description. I'm not going to put the banner on the bottom or anything like that. You guys know if you want to help with any of this, you know how to. But realistically thinking that we need to eliminate this debt to get our DTI, so that way financing becomes an option for home improvement, for campers, eventually equipment. Yeah, Dayton is closer. And maybe Dayton's where I go to get my toe wet per se, with a bigger ham fest. But the thought of Huntsville and staying out at the state park, and then they got the air and space stuff, so that way I can bring the family down and they have something to do. I don't know. It all revolves around this finance thing, though. So no matter what, we got to get the debt gone for any Dayton or Huntsville or X, Y, and Z to become a reality. Until then, I'm doing day trips. So I'm trying to hit more state up ham fests. I'm going to try to make it up to Mason City on the 16th for a event that they are helping with. I'm going to try to make it to a Hamfest on the 23rd. There is a fox hunt on the 10th. I've got stuff in Iowa that I want to try to get done and get going. But for any of these big wish list items, I guess you could say it's in the future. And that being said, I'm combating equipment issues on top of that. I had Jason K0BJJ look up my GPU and he laughed at me. He said, "That's so out of date, I can't even get one anymore." So I need a new GPU. That's going to help with stuff. We need to get a new internet ISP. So, well, we don't need to. It's just financially a smarter decision because apparently we're paying close to $200 for internet right now. And a new ISP that just ran lines through here, we can get it for damn near half that and have as good, if not better, service. So it's one of those things. Oh, Dayton has a park and stuff closer too. Oh, I didn't know that. I want to look into Dayton more then. It's Ohio though. There's one thing that I could convince the wife to come out to Dayton for, and that would be the football hall of Pro Football Hall of Fame. She might be interested in that. So, and it's football season. I don't know how your favorite college team did yesterday, but my Wisconsin Badgers whooped up on their preseason opponent. My ex-wife alma maters got their ass handed to them, and that was an in-state rivalry. It was Iowa State and UNI. But Iowa State got their butts handed to them, UNI got their butts handed to them. So, yeah, no, Roger, the wife just told me that they upped our internet again, and we just have internet through Mediacom. That's the only thing we have. And she's like, "Yeah, I'm paying almost $200 for it." And I looked at her and I'm like, "We need to give Manhaska a call because Manhaska is advertising 2 gig internet for $100." And they said they would charge more for wireless, but I mean, if you're under $150, you're still saving almost $50 a month. So I mean, take your pick, right? I've never been really happy with Mediacom either. Exactly. I agree. It's worth a shot. So yeah, right now over at Buy Me a Coffee. I think it's a public post. I don't know if you have to be a supporter or not to comment on it. I have what's called the POTA hit list. I want people to look at the POTA website, the map, and I want everyone to get the hit list. I want people to put what park they want me to hit the most, what park they really want me to see me at, and I want them to make a list. Most wanted to least wanted. I want to see what people come up with. So my 15 supporters over at Buy Me a Coffee got that email about, hey, make me a list. So most wanted, top priority park to least wanted. I want to see what people think. And then on top of that, I want to see if I can make it happen. Obviously, if it's like a park that's 4 hours away, there's a very limited availability to make it happen. But let's say number 3 on the list is 30 minutes or an hour and a half. I want to know because my priority of parks versus what people would like to see might differ, and I want other people's opinions. So I have hit Pilot Knob State Park up. I did drive by it on Friday night, and that is a soda destination. If we want me to do Pilot Knob State Park, I do have a Saturday coming up in the future. I'm not sure if I'm going to be at another event. I got to check what Saturday is. That is a possibility before winter if someone would like me to go up and do Pilot Knob. Again, it's over at Buy Me a Coffee. It's a public post. I want to know what people want. Parks in the state of Iowa, what they want to see. highest priority to least priority. I don't care how long the list is. I don't care if it's 5, 10, 15, 100. I don't care what the total, how long the list is. I just want to see in the comments what people want to see. So I do want to get out and do more POTA. You guys have a POTA video for this week. Because when I went and activated K2324, I also stopped and activated K2319. So probably tomorrow morning or tomorrow afternoon, I will have the video. I'll have a video out for Rock Creek State Park because it was literally an L-shaped pattern to get to there. I drove right by the turn, and I wasn't planning on doing two parks when I did Union Grove. I was only planning on doing Union Grove, but when I drove by the turn for Rock Creek, I thought I'm hitting that on the way home. There was no reason not to. It was literally on the way home. So we got a second video out at Rock Creek, and that video will be coming out this week. There isn't any drama with this video. Okay. There's no obvious drama with this video. The drama with this week's activation is I didn't get to go where I wanted to go, and I had to improvise the activation location, which was actually not a bad activation location. So I hope you all enjoy it. It's scenery I don't think you guys have seen before on the channel. It's still 2319. It's just not my first pick, and I never put it on my radar for activating in this place ever. So there we go. That'll be this week's video. Pretty sure I got every contact in that video too. But no drama. I think I milked the drama off of 2324. I just hope from that drama at Union Grove, people learned a little bit of lessons, like maybe next time I won't fight a fire with fire. My lesson learned. Oh, Chris, yeah. Chris, get to bed. Night, night, buddy. So yeah, as far as that goes, I don't like drama on activations. The drama in the activation for me that I want is the drama of the contact coming in. So hearing a DX. Like at Union Grove, I think we had a Mexico station in there. Or am I giving up, or was Mexico at Rock Creek? I got a Mexico station that I was not anticipating getting at one of the two parks, and I can't remember where it was. So, hey, that's the drama I want. That's the drama. It's the DX. It's the holy crap, this guy from Pennsylvania sounds like he's screaming at me right in my ear. You know, it's that strong. That's the drama I want to have on an activation. I don't want any problems with anyone. I don't want any stupid things on the radio. I want the pure excitement and joy of the contact and how the radio is working. That's what I want from an activation. So that's why I do them. I don't go out there to piss with people. I really don't. I don't find that fun. In my youth, I found pissing with people to be exciting. Not anymore. I just kind of want to be left alone. And I say that loosely because if someone comes up and wants to talk about what I'm doing, gladly. I will gladly have a civil conversation with someone about what's going on. But I don't want the drama. I don't want people pissy with me. I don't want to be pissy with people. I just kind of want to, everything's mellow. If you don't like me, don't mess with me. I won't mess with you type deal. So, yeah, no, it's stuff like that. My phone's blowing up. We had a weather update. But, it's stuff like that. So, yeah, put a hit list. Let me know where in Iowa you want me to go. Most wanted to least wanted over at Buy Me a Coffee. I don't think you have to be a member to post. And if you do, let me know in the comments. Here, what POTA entities in Iowa you want me to hit? Most wanted to least wanted. Hi, Dave. Hey, Dave. Haven't heard you in a while, buddy. Hope you're doing well down there. I need to go down here in your neck of the woods. I don't know why. It's just I haven't been down there, since the weather cleared up. Seemed like every chase for a little while there, I was down by your house. Um, yeah. The wife did get a new car. You guys, we did that little fundraiser for the we're replacing the wife's car. The wife did get a new car. She got a blue Saturn View yesterday. That was one of the reasons why I didn't think we were going to have a stream today, because I didn't know how busy yesterday was going to be. And like I said, I didn't know we were going to have a stream until like right before I set the stream up. So, but new roof. I understand that, Dave. I finally got my insurance check. I need to get a contractor contacted. I appreciate it, Roger. Roger, I think you are the most active supporter we have in this community. I really do appreciate that. And I do appreciate your friendship on top of that with the other stuff that people don't hear about and see with the communication between us. So I really do appreciate all you do for me and the channel, Roger. You're incredible. You're an incredible person. I want you to remember that. But yeah, it's apparently now I got a signal strength meter. If you're on Wi-Fi, try plugging. Well, we're hardlined into the internet, so I don't know why we're having a signal strength thing. But yeah, no, we need to get stuff rolling together. I need to start hitting some stuff pretty good at work. Right now, the only thing I'm making is the boss mad at me. So, and it's not for poor attitude; it's just for inability. That being said, you guys need loans or anything? And here in Iowa, I could really use some needs meds guy. No, I'm not. I'm not going to beg for business. I'm not doing that. No, you bank with who you want to bank with. I'm just going to put it that way. I would love your business, but no, I'm not going to beg. But that's what makes me different than probably 95% of the bankers out there. Is I'm not going to beg for your business. I'm going to say, hey, I'm here to help you. I would love to help you. If you don't want my help, I don't get offended by it. If you want something, let me know. And I guess that's being a bad banker. Especially, I'm supposed to force the point a little bit more, but I can offer someone $1 million. If they don't want to take it, why should I convince them to take $1 million? It's their choice. So I can tell them all the benefits of the $1 million. I can tell them how it's going to change their lives, but ultimately it's a yes or no question with them. And if they say no, all I can say is thank you. And if you want that $1 million, come back and see me. Kind of a drastic generalization there, but it's the truth. So I would love to help anyone that wants my help. But if they don't want my help, I'm not going to convince them I'm the best, because I'm not. I'm not going to convince them that the product I'm trying to get them to take is the best, because it might not be for them. It legitimately could be. And if I'm making that pitch, it's because I believe it is. But I'm not going to try to force anyone to do something. So, just like I'm not, can't force anyone to come in here and hang out. I can just ask for your opinions. I can just ask for you guys to hang out and chat. I can asked for your support, and that's about it. And I appreciate everyone that does, jump in the chat, everyone that does participate on Buy Me a Coffee, everyone that does respond to my Twitter posts. I do. I appreciate every one of that, and you guys have my thanks, and I'm the fact that we are starting to build a really nice community based off the stuff that I'm doing is amazing, and it's endearing, and that is all because of you. Because I'm willing to come out, put myself out there, and you're willing to go, hey, I appreciate what you're doing, and so response, here's this, and now I'm sitting there going, wow, that's amazing. I really appreciate you. Thank you. And that's seriously that's what it is. So, and Roger's right at the top of that. I mean, you talk about a man who's really reached out and done some amazing things that a lot of you guys don't know. It's Roger. Honestly, he deserves a thank you. Anyone in the chat that's not Roger, thank Roger for everything he's done. Please thank him for what he's done, because there's more stuff than you guys know. And I'm probably going to get a message here on Discord from him saying, you didn't have to say all that. You didn't have to do all that. I don't. But that's how I show my appreciation for the people that support me like he does. So that being said, I don't have a card. I was going to do a shout out for the company that hooked the wife up, but I don't have their business card near me. It was Iowa Exchange Motors. Iowa Exchange Motors. It's just south of 3580 on the 14th Street, Highway 69 exit in Des Moines. That's who hooked us up with the wife's new car. We walked in there and shit. We're like, we're looking for a car, 5,000. That's it. That's all we got. And he came out there and he goes, you don't want that one. You don't want that one. That one needs a transmission. That one wouldn't be bad, but here, let me show you what's wrong with it. And we looked at that. And he was going around the lot just pointing and telling us what was wrong with every vehicle. And then we got to this Saturn View and he goes, honestly, that's my head mechanic's car. Let's go ask him what's wrong with it. And we went and asked him what's wrong with it. And it was the big deal of the day. We looked at the guy and we're like, $5,000 for it? And he goes, yeah, that's what I want. He was like, I want that. And I'm like, okay. That's how we got the new car. So it was Iowa Motor Exchange or Iowa Exchange Motor. It's just south of 3580 at the 14 exit as you're going around the north ring of Des Moines. So give them a shout out. It was an honest car dealer. And I don't know if he was being honest, but he sure seemed like he was. If he wasn't being honest, he had me fooled. Which some say is not that hard to do. That being said, I mean, I don't know many car salesmen that'll go, yeah, that one's got a transmission issue. You don't want that car. I mean, I don't know many car salesmen that would do that. So if he was lying and pulling our legs, he's good. I don't know, guys. I've been improv the whole night. It's a holiday weekend. We had a 2-day date day. My wife and I celebrated our anniversary. It was 4 years married. Yeah. 4 years married on Thursday. So yesterday we went out to a nice dinner. What else did we do? Yeah, that was it. This morning we went to a movie because we couldn't decide last night. And we went out to Menards. Found a fire pit to replace our old fire pit. We might have some fireside chats coming up. Thank you, Roger. I appreciate it. I haven't shown any comments today. You know what, Roger, man of the hour right there. Thank you. I appreciate it. She puts up with me. Went out and got a fire pit. Might have some fireside chats this fall. I'm not opposed to setting the radio up in the backyard, guys, and doing a live stream or something like that. We might have to do that again. Or recording a video. I mean, I know the radio's right here, and literally we'd be setting up right outside this window. I know you could see the window right there. We'd be setting up literally right on the other side of it. It's still outside. It's close enough to where if I had a long enough, honestly, if I had a long enough mic cable, I could run the mic cable out the window to a hammock or to a chair. The only downside is I could not change the radio frequency from out there. I could. Oh. No, we're not going to go there. We're not going to go to the point where I run the coax back outside and we put the 991A out there. I've got enough extra coax in here. I bet I could set it up. Do that. Just run it outside. Then run off the tower. I think the wife would kill me. That's what we have a POTA rig for. That's what we have the 891 for. Fireflies. You wouldn't be able to see me if you saw the fireflies. But who knows? I've got a lot of ideas I would like to do. The thing is, it just comes down to finances. And everyone knows right now finances suck. So we're gonna make the best with what we got. We're gonna do some things. POTA is a pretty easy one. I say that and then I've been struggling to do it, but it's been the whole work life YouTube balance. I would say work life radio balance, but the only time I'm really doing a lot with radio is when I'm making YouTube content. So I'm going to put them in the same thing. So it's the whole work life YouTube balance. The hardest part is getting the footage right now, because editing I can do almost any night of the week. But physically going out and doing a park activation, getting the footage right now is the hard part. Because during the work week, it's me and the little guy after school. I mean, I don't have evenings where I can go out and do parks because it's me and the little guy. And yeah, it's just really hard until he gets older and can take more of a care of himself to do stuff like that. That gives me a Friday and Saturday. That gives me Saturday and Sunday to get footage done, depending if it's a contest week. Yeah. And like I said, we've got some events around Iowa. Planning on going up to Mason City here this month. Planning to go into Story County this month. Up to a fox hunt. There's a ham fest that's in the state. If we can, we're going to run over there. I might work that. I'm pretty sure I work this Mason State. We're going to try to get some different places. But squirrels with flashlights in. Dave, do you need me to come out there with certain things and help you with a squirrel problem? Is that what you're telling me? I'll come out with one of my medium range squirrel eradication devices. No, that wouldn't be fun. I'll come out with the long range one. I might have to put the optic back on it. But we could take care of your squirrels with flashlights. All that would be left would be the flashlights. Now that I have that running around in everyone's mind, now it's Oh, shoot. Been a week. It's hot out, guys. And I don't want to hear it from any of you Texans. Oh, it ain't that bad. It's only 95. Yeah, it's 95 out here with, 85% humidity. When I walk outside and it feels like I just walked into a shower, it's too hot for me. I don't want to hear it from anyone in Texas. I know you guys are warmer. But you know what? In 6 months, when we're sitting there going, man, it's like 10 degrees out. Man, this is pretty nice. And you're sitting there like, 10 degrees? Were you crazy? No. We're fine. We're not nuts. So while we complain about the heat, we don't freak out like people do down south with extreme cold because we just call that winter. It's going to get below freezing. Yeah, it's been below freezing for us for 3 months. We Northern Plainers, we are a special variety of people. Northern Midwest, we are a special breed. We are the only people that I know on Earth that will complain about 30 degrees in the fall, and then 30 degrees in the spring. We're out in shorts and tank tops. We're the only people that I know of that are like that. So, in fact, that light jacket right behind me is all I plan on using to getting through the winter this year. Except for maybe having to blow some snow or I'm actually going to be outside for more than a few minutes. That is a light jacket made for fall and spring temps. That's what I plan on using all winter. Like I said, except for when I got a snow blow and stuff, I'll put a parka on, but even then, I'll probably have the parka unzipped. I'm crazy. I'm not insane. Well, some would argue. All right, everyone. I think we're going to call it short today, especially because we improv this stream. I really didn't have a talking point. I want to thank everyone that jumped in and joined us. If you haven't, smash that like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We will have a POTA activation coming up tomorrow, probably sometime. So thank you all for watching the stream that we just threw together in like 5 seconds and said, yeah, we're going to do it. With that, we will see y'all next time. Bye-bye.